Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to invite two well-known feminists to the scene today through AI technology. From the first wave of feminism, we have Elizabeth Cady Stanton, an instrumental figure in propelling the women's rights movement in the 19th century. And from the second wave, we have Betty Friedan, whose groundbreaking work The Feminine Mystique ignited a new era of feminist thought. Today, they engage in a dialogue to explore the evolving landscape of feminist discourse from the 19th century to the 1960s. Let's delve into this enriching discussion.
Hello, Betty Friedan. It's a pleasure to engage with the younger generation of feminists through AI technology. I hope today's conversation can unite our feminine strength and move forward together. In my time, the late 19th and early 20th centuries, women were largely seen as property, with very few rights. Our fight was against the glaring legal injustices that rendered women second-class citizens. The Seneca Falls Convention of 1848 marked the commencement of the women's rights movement, focusing on suffrage as a pivotal step towards broader societal change.
It's a great honor to be able to discuss with Senior. It's astonishing to think about the level of subjugation women endured. Your era laid the groundwork for what was to come. However, by the 1960s, while legal rights had been achieved to a certain extent, a new form of existential bondage had emerged. My book, The Feminine Mystique, published in 1963, explored the unspoken despair experienced by women confined to domestic roles.
Indeed, each era brings its own set of challenges. But could you tell me more about the societal milieu of the 1960s that necessitated a rekindling of the feminist discourse?
Certainly. The 1960s was a time of societal upheaval and re-evaluation. Despite the strides made in the previous decades, women found themselves shackled by societal expectations. The idealized image of a woman was still one confined to domesticity, with little to no opportunities for personal or professional fulfillment outside the home.
It seems the struggle for true equality and autonomy extended far beyond the legal victories of our time.
Exactly. And the feminine mystique sought to give voice to that discontent, to name the unnameable, and to challenge the stifling norms of femininity that were prevalent. The personal became political. Your fight for legal rights paved the way for our fight for social and personal freedoms. It's fascinating how the fight for women's rights went from the ballot box to the box of unfulfilled dreams on the kitchen shelf.
Well put, Betty. And it appears the problem with no name found its name and voice through your work. From suffrage to societal introspection, the journey of feminism has indeed been a nuanced one.
But delving back into the 19th century, I'm curious, how were the societal norms challenged post the Seneca Falls Convention? And were there any notable figures apart from yourself and Susan B. Anthony, who were instrumental in propelling the movement forward?
The Seneca Falls Convention was indeed a watershed moment. It sparked a series of discussions and debates across the nation. Over the years, we saw a growing number of women and men advocating for women's rights. Sojourner Truth, an African-American woman, was a remarkable advocate for both abolitionism and women's rights. Her "Ain't I a Woman" speech is still cited as a poignant critique of the intersection of gender and race discrimination. Additionally, Lucy Stone, another fervent advocate for women's rights, made significant strides in challenging societal norms. The ripple effects of the convention were far-reaching, igniting the flame of discourse that gradually led to shifts in public perception and policy.
The collective endeavor and the camaraderie among feminists of your era is truly inspiring. It's enlightening to see how the foundation was laid, brick by brick, through rigorous discourse, public engagements, and the indomitable spirit of advocates like yourself, Susan B. Anthony, Sojourner Truth, and Lucy Stone. It's a rich legacy that paved the way for the subsequent waves of feminism. Our discourse today is a testament to the enduring legacy and the continued relevance of the feminist endeavor across eras.
A profound discussion indeed. Through this dialogue, we observe the metamorphosis of feminist discourse, each wave embodying a distinctive focus yet intertwined in a common endeavor towards gender equality. And with a touch of humor, our eminent speakers have made this exploration not only enlightening but also engaging. The journey from legal rights to broader societal introspections exemplifies the evolving narrative of feminism. Thank you, Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Betty Friedan, for this enlightening and enjoyable debate.